and everybody loves Big K.R.I.T. I mean, only people who are contrarians don't like Big K.R.I.T. as a rapper, and those are the kind of people you can keep far away from me. What's going on, everybody? You're right on time for another ride on the Groove Line with your host, Chris Stevens. Hopefully, you all are doing well out there. It's Friday. It's the weekend. So let's ride out with some weekend music. And one of my personal favorites is a rapper. Obviously, this is an R&B, hip-hop, old school hip-hop channel. But I do listen to some current rap. And one of my favorites is back with a mixtape. This is the gentleman by the name of Big K.R.I.T. by way of Meridian, Mississippi. And is dedicated to Cadalee Biarritz. That is the name of his car, I assume. And well, if you are familiar with the Cadillac Biarritz, the model that was out in the 80s, the Eldorado, it's a pretty classy car from an early 80s standpoint. K.R.I.T. was born in 86, but he loves the 1986 car because I know he had a 86 Cutlass Supreme once upon a time. Maybe he just upgraded to the Cadillac Biarritz. That could be it. But it's dedicated to Cadalee Biarritz. It's a mixtape which is hosted by Carlos Miller from the 85 South Show and Wildin' Out. And it is an old school K.R.I.T. banger. Now, those of you who may not be familiar with Big K.R.I.T, he is a rapper, once again, born and raised in Mississippi. He came into prominence 15 years ago. Hard to believe K.R.I.T was 15 years ago. My God. He produced and rapped his own stuff. He rapped over his own beats. He had this really nice mix of UGK, which is from Port Arthur, Texas, and 8 Ball and MJG, who are, of course, from Memphis. So K.R.I.T met them in the middle because, of course, going from Tennessee to Texas through the diagonal means the Southwest, you get through Mississippi at some point. So maybe you do. I don't know. I've never made that drive, but I imagine you would. But K.R.I.T was always a nice mix of Pimp C, 8 Ball and MJG, and Bun B, and he just had a great run of mixtapes. He called them free albums because, of course, sample clearance issues, and I blame Def Jam for this because if Def Jam had given that man a proper sample budget, he would have been a lot bigger than he is now. And everybody loves Big K.R.I.T. I mean, only people who are contrarians don't like Big K.R.I.T as a rapper. And those are the kind of people you can keep far away from me because K.R.I.T has always been a top-notch rapper. And the beats were great when he was able to, do samples and stuff. But, samples cost money. And Def Jam didn't put the money behind him. So his albums on there, Live from the Underground and the Cadillactica, just didn't hit because he didn't have the same production quality. I'm not saying they're bad albums. They just weren't, K.R.I.T was here. They weren't Return of Forever. Forever in the Day actually should have been K.R.I.T's debut album. Forever in the Day in the spring of 2012, there was nothing like it. There was absolutely nothing like it. And, Def Jam just screwed him over to the point where he left. He released some fun records. I mean, not fun, but good records like King Remembered in Time. I know Digital Roses Don't Die really didn't affect people that much. And K.R.I.T is Here just was a sequel to K.R.I.T was Here that didn't work very well. And Digital Roses Don't Die was him kind of sort of branching out. And you need to do that. As an artist, you need to see, explore some different styles, find out what works, what doesn't, and then get back to what you do best. Dedicated to Cadalee Biarritz is what K.R.I.T does best. Trunk bangers, cruise classics, easy flow rap. I mean, not easy flow. I mean, his flow is not easy, but, smooth flows. And he comes through in the clutch on this entire project. Some of my favorites on here are I-20, Not in the Whip, High Def, So Far So Good, In the Rain. Those are just the 5 off the top of the head that just have stuck out to me. But it's all great Big K.R.I.T. Even the song at the end, celebrating the line where he's shouting out the different folks from Houston that jumped on the track with him. I mean, there's Paul Wall, there's Zero, there's Slim Thug. There's a couple other cats on there from Houston. So K.R.I.T is going to represent the South with everything in him. That's never going to change. And the fact that he's getting back to the K.R.I.T that a lot of us fell in love with in the early part of the 2010s, it's a sign of good things to come. I just hope that he gets the sample budget that is worthy of him. I mean, because he's doing his own thing now. He's got his own label, multi-alumni records, and just trying to do his thing. But hopefully he can build up enough of a budget to where he can start doing those samples again. Like where you get stuff like, him sampling Angela Bofield for Children of the World. Um, sampling the Curtis Mayfield Give Me Your Love drum break for They Got Us and all of that stuff. Sampling a Space Lady by Lonnie Liston Smith for Return of Forever. K.R.I.T, his sample skills are undeniable. He just needs the money to, be free to use those samples. And hopefully that comes with time. But it's this one dedicated to Cadalee Biarritz is absolutely a return to form, in my personal opinion. I mean, this is just me. I mean, other people are saying, well, it's not 2011 K.R.I.T, it's not 2012 K.R.I.T. It's pretty damn close. And I enjoyed this entire project. And I'm probably going to bang it wherever, when I go driving, through, going to different high school basketball games that I'm covering during the winter. Oh my God, this is really a summer tape too. I wish K.R.I.T had put this out in the summer, but it's still going to, be helpful, just driving through these cold winter nights in my hometown covering these basketball games. So shouts out to K.R.I.T once again, Big K.R.I.T for dedicated to Cadalee Biarritz. This one's going to be a knocker all throughout 2026. And if you've listened to it, let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Would love to hear from you guys. So that's going to do it for this ride on the Groove Line. Greatly appreciate y'all as always. Contact information will be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you're notified of all the new videos that drop on this channel. Don't forget to like and comment on the videos. Like I said, I do talk back in the comments, and we have a good time. So thank you guys for riding with me on the Groove Line. And until the next time we ride, may you find the groove, or may the groove find you.